What is up, folks? Late night stream. Want to talk about the Galaxy Note and none of its competitors. Want to talk about the Galaxy Note and none of its competitors. Thanks for people that can join in real quick. Not going to be a live stream, but instead of doing this long, drawn-out recording of these, I just wanted to do a quick video on the Galaxy Note 8 and an affordable alternative. And that's pretty much what it is. The Galaxy Note 8 is obviously untouched when it comes to the S Pen. The S Pen is, hey everybody that's just joining in. The Galaxy Note 8 is definitely unmatched when it comes to the S Pen. There's not a lot of functionality in a lot of the other devices out there that offer an S Pen. But for this, I wanted to show you a few things that I like about the Stylo 3 Plus when it comes to the functionality of the Stylus that's offered by LG. This is something that LG can really capitalize on, but they choose not to for some reason. They don't. I mean, if they do have something coming, I hope that it's good. Because there's a lot to be desired when it comes to the Stylo 3 Plus, but still, it's still good enough to be an alternative device for a lot of people. If you don't want to break the bank and spend a lot of money, you can grab the Stylo 3 Plus. It's a great phone. Let me take the case off of these, or at least this one. The Stylo 3 Plus is a phone that's affordable. It's not a Galaxy Note direct competitor, some might say, because it's cost a whole bunch less. And you know, that's kind of I would think your end game and your goal would be to pay less. You know, that's what I would think you would want to do is to pay less. But it seems like there's a market out there for the people who don't mind spending $500, $600, $700 on a device, or $1,000 on a device, just to say that they did it. So I've got the brightness turned down really low on both of these phones for the purposes of the video. But I just want to do a quick side by side with talking about the S Pen and the functionality compared to the Stylo 3 Plus. And thanks for joining me in this live stream here. So some of you guys probably still have the Stylo 2. Hey everybody that's joining in, I see you guys in there. It's lots of people to join in. It's late in the evening. I was like, man, I want to record this video, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to do a video. I just want to do a quick live stream and just chat about this. Now, disclaimer, this is in no way saying that the Stylo 3 is better than the Galaxy Note 8, because that's subjective, obviously. A lot of people are going to feel that the Galaxy Note 8 is the top of the line device and nothing's touching it. And then there's another group of people who feel like, why would I want to spend $1,000 on a phone when I can get a phone that's somewhat similar that offers a little bit less? I can get this free, or I could possibly get it for like $20 or whatever Metro has at the time. So I call this the pocket-friendly Galaxy Note device, because that's the way I view this phone at this point. I don't think that there's going to be any phones to challenge Samsung anytime soon. It's going to be really tough. Let me get some of you guys' comments in here. Hello everyone. Hello. This is the first time I saw one. It's a good. Well, you know, again, I'm not gonna sit on this video and tell you that the Galaxy Note can be squashed by the Stylo 3 Plus. I wouldn't be realistic, because this obviously has way more features, but they both have a pen, if you will, something to write with on the phone. So I want you to pay attention to accuracy in the S Pen and accuracy in the Stylus. Hey to everybody that's just joining in. And the first test I want to show you here is the now remember, you know, the Stylo 3, you can get this free. in a lot of places, and that's just what it is. So the first test here, Samsung has, you can write on the screen with the phone not when it's locked, and the LG has that functionality too. So I can pull it out, and as you can see here, I can write on the screen. So I can erase all this, and I can write again. Now, one thing about the erasing function on LG is you can see here, I can erase little bits if I want to. I don't have to erase the entire thing. I can, in the Notes app, I can change the size of the tip of the eraser, you know, and I think that's a good thing. But on the Galaxy Note 8, you have to keep it at what it is. So, or you can do clear all. So here, the S Pen, excuse me, the Stylo 3, you have all these functions right here. And I'm going to just write here. Now, I want you to pay attention to accuracy, the pressure that I use. Just pay attention to things like that. Because remember, this phone, you can get this phone for free, or it's like $100 in most cases. So take a look here. Oh, I'm going to change it back to the pen. Let's see. I think I might have waited too long. I just put lotion on my bad. All right. Blooper reel. All right, so let's go here. So I'm going to write down something. Take a look at accuracy. And look at my fantastic handwriting. So that's the screen off feature. That's pretty good for a free phone, right? Isn't that great? I mean, this can be a free phone. So just remember that. So that's a free phone. That's a free phone, you know. I mean, with screen off feature, that's pretty decent, right? I would say so. If you think that's bad, I respect your opinion. But this is let's not call it a free phone. Let's call top price on this $225. How about that? I'll be fair. And yeah. So now the Galaxy Note has a screen off feature as well. So let's take a look at how this does. So let's write something here. How about that? The screen off feature is there. So let's go in here to the pen. Let's make it thicker. Yes? You see the accuracy. Now you just saw me write with that one. So you see how that works. So again, we're talking about free or $225 versus $930. So again, this is not to say that one is better than the other. This is just to say I think this is a great alternative if you're on a really tight budget and you want something like the Galaxy Note 8. So, yeah, the Stylo 3 has a 435 processor. And this isn't about processors, though. This is about the basic functionality of the pens, because these both have a pen. And I think people shouldn't deny that. This is more, again, a pocket-friendly Galaxy Note device. That's the way I kind of see this. So the Galaxy Note 8 obviously has way more features. So the next thing I want to talk about is a quick note, like a quick memo. Because I'm just going to highlight a few things in this video. So let's pop out the S Pen, and then we'll pop out the Stylus. So here they are. So they both can do like a quick memo. I mean, this is the Galaxy Note, you know, this is a Galaxy Note. So let's create a note. As you can see, you get a blank note here, and then let's create a memo on the Stylus. So again, look at the functionality, how it's writing and the options. So first thing before I write anything, I'm gonna touch here so you can see the options that you get. Now you just remember the pricing. So you see there, you pretty much get a lot more options on the Stylo up front, is what I'm going to say. The Stylo is a very decent phone. It kind of reminds me of the Note 2 from back in the day. Remember the Note 2, how it was rounded off? But okay, so here are the options, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you tap on the pencil and you do a quick memo or a quick note. This is something that the consumers might take a look at, you know? So you see all the options there, you see how it's set up, you see what you get. Now I want you to pay attention to the way it's being used. Like, okay, so like the note has like a pressure sensitive tip, you know, because you can actually change out the note. You can't do that with the Stylo because it's not that kind of device. You get what you get. That's it. So I'm just going to write down something here. You can see I have the tip at the lowest one. I'll change it to kind of like the middle there. And I'm just going to write down something here. I'll just write down LG Stylo. So the tip is dark like that. But with the note, I can see how I'm lightly touching and it's picking it up. You can't do that with the Stylo. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that pressure sensitive tip. But if I press hard, you can see it does it. So let's clear it out here. And let's just write something else. Let's change the tip here down to the lowest one. And again, this is just to demonstrate the functionality of the pen or pencil on both of these, or the stylus on both of these. It's not to say that the Stylo is better than the Note, because we all know that the Note offers more functionality. That's a given. And this is just an alternative to people who want the Note really bad, but at the time or at the moment that they're purchasing, they really just don't want to spend that money on the Note. So this is to demo some of the things that they can do the same. So just writing a basic memo. So you get a sense of that. So we all know that the Note is really, really good. So let's switch gears here to this one. And we're going to write. And if you notice here in the Stylo, you get a few more options. You get transparency, the size. You can adjust it right from here. Right? And you get more color options down there too. So let's just write. And you get some kind of sense of how well this is put together. And that's what when I was telling you earlier about the pen. See how I can make the tip of the eraser bigger? Now, and to me, doesn't it seem very intuitive to be able to do it like that? Just saying. And also when you're changing the size of the tip here, you can do it. You see how I can just do it right here? What do you guys think is easier? So memos with the Note it's not that far off for me. It does feel better kind of writing with as far as accuracy with the Note. But the Stylo 3, again, remember the Stylo 3 doesn't cost a lot. You see what I mean? So I'm not comparing these that, oh, this has a better processor. Eliminate all of that. I'm not talking about that. This video is solely about the functionality of these two pens. That's what it is. It pretty much does the same thing. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Or just not understand, but just take a look at it for yourself. The Stylo 3 is decent. It's not a slouch. Because right now, the Galaxy Note has no competitors. And I hope that LG somebody gives Samsung some competition when it comes to the Note line. When are you going to do it? It doesn't have to just be Apple. Oh, Apple. No. This is bigger than just Apple and Samsung. The closest competitor is this baby light Galaxy Note right here. I call this the pocket-friendly Galaxy Note. So there's another function that I use on my phones, and it's called GIFs. I make a lot of GIFs. So let's delete that. Let's go back. So on the Stylo 3 Plus, you can see there's an option to make a GIF, right? So I can create a GIF. Now, If you don't have a Galaxy Note, or if you never use Samsung phones when you're creating GIFs, you have to actually record a video with. I'll demo that in a second, but this is the GIF creator in the LG device. So I'm just going to open up a video here. I was watching Technically T's video. So let's play it here. And shout out to Technically T. So if I want to create a GIF with the Stylo 3 Plus, I can drag this down, do the whole screen. I can do a portion of the video, and I can move it around like this and record wherever I want to record. I hit record down there. It starts to record, and I can stop it whenever I want, however many seconds I want, and my GIF is automatically saved to the gallery. I think that's very intuitive for creating a GIF. I don't want to work hard to do things. Now, with the Galaxy Note, you have to actually, now again, correct me if I'm wrong. If you know something that I don't know, because I don't claim to be a techie who knows it all. I just want to have fun with tech. So with Samsung, I need to create a video. Right? And then within that video, I need to create my GIF. So if there's another way to create it, and down here you get the option for a GIF. And this is how I have to create my GIF. Right? So, I mean, again, it's about making it easy on the consumer for what they're going to use the phone for. And I create a lot of GIFs, and I do a lot of notes. So those are the two things that I focus on a lot when I'm using both of these phones. So let's get into the settings of the S Pen. So from here, I can just jump in right here, and I can go to shortcuts. Now, again, Samsung definitely, you can do way more with Samsung. So I just long press on one of the icons there, and I can get into the settings here. So with this, I can only add 5 things, as you can see. With Samsung, I can add 10. Now, granted, I can add a whole bunch of stuff in here. That's not saying that I can't. But with Samsung, you can add 10, and with LG, you can add 5. So is that a bad thing? Of course not. Okay, so kissing in the kitchen says that you can do the same thing with Samsung, with the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. You don't have to create your own video. So that's why I just said, hey, I don't claim to know everything. So how do you do it on the Galaxy Note 8? I've been playing with these phones for a long time. So with Samsung, I don't see an option for just create a GIF. And I mean, I'm a little older, so I might have missed it, but where's it at? How do you create a GIF quickly like that with Samsung? You can just, are you saying you can do it on any video? Can you go into settings and try to change anything? I don't know what that, I hear you, Joseph, but I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Edge panel. Oh, okay. So let's go in the edge panel. And let's turn it on here. Edge screen. Let's turn it on. And now, edge panel. Okay. I'm here. Edge panel animation. Okay. So let's go to settings. And let's go to animation. You said edge panel animations. Edge panel and edge panel animations. GIF. There it is right there. You download it. And once again, this isn't to say that the Stylo is better than the Note 8. You can also do a GIF with Galaxy Note 8 Smart Select. Good idea. So if I go here, oops, you want to do that. I can do animation, which is GIF. And boom, there it is. Good. Hey, like I just said, I'm all about learning. So you can do the same thing on here. Hey, what kind of phone do you have? Kissing in the kitchen. What kind of phone do you have? Kissing in the Kitchen. That's your name. What kind of phone do you have? You have a Galaxy Note 8? All right, so do you follow me on Twitter? If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm going to put this in the chat. I got a package I'm going to send you. Let me put this in here. No Twitter. What social media do you use? And I'll shoot you a message. Kissing in the Kitchen. And as you can see, I don't really use the edge panel. So, I wouldn't get into that. But again, I'm all about learning. You got Facebook and Instagram. Well, you've got to have a Google Plus. So if you want to hit me up on Google Plus, I'll send you a nice Galaxy Note package. That's up to you. You don't have to take any free gifts if you don't want to. But shout out to Kissing in the Kitchen. As you can see, they both can do it. Now, Kissing in the Kitchen. Now that they both can do this, the question is, does it warrant? Yeah, if you want a package, hit me up on Google Plus. You have YouTube, so I know you've got Google Plus. So hit me up on Google Plus, or you know what? Actually, what I'll do is I'll go to your channel right now, and I'll send you a message. Let's see here if I can find you. I'll send you a message, and I'll send you a nice package with some Galaxy Note stuff. I think you'd really enjoy it, because Lord knows I have so much Galaxy Note stuff. You'll be amazed. And I'm sure you follow my channel, so I know you know. I'm trying to click on your name, man. I'm having trouble clicking it. But I appreciate the tips. I love doing giveaways to people. I have no problem with saying, "Oh my God, I learned something." There you go. I found you. Okay. So I'm going to try to send you a message. Well, you have everything. I don't know, man. You got to find me on, let me see if I can find you on Google Plus. What note is that? That's the Galaxy Note 8. And this is the Stylo. Oh, this isn't a Note. This is a Stylo 3 Plus. So I'm going to try to find you on Google Plus real quick. And Kissing in the Kitchen. What the heck? What in the world? I hope you just made that I found you. There you are. Kissing in the Kitchen. So you're going to get I'm going to follow you real quick on Google Plus, and then I'm actually going to send you a direct message. You can privately, don't respond publicly. So you can privately send me your address, and I will send you a nice package for the Galaxy Note 8. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Kissing in the Kitchen. Wow. What a name. All right, so this will be a private message. You should get it in a second. All right, so I just sent you a private message on Google Plus for the tip. I appreciate it. Now, anyway, back to the stream. Knowing that, hey, everybody that's just coming in, we're just talking about some functionality. LaShawn is crazy. I sent you a message on Google Plus, so reply to that message. Do not reply publicly. People do it all the time. So now, knowing that they both can do this, remember the price that I spoke about. I mean, again, this is something that I use. I use this. But I'm going to be really technical here. That's not a function of the S Pen. That's a function of the Edge panel. But I do get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So a pocket-friendly Galaxy Note, at least it can do it. But the Galaxy Note is the king of this battle, obviously. The Galaxy Note is the king of the battle. The Galaxy Note obviously has way more. The Galaxy Note has the air command feature. It has a lot of different features that the Stylo 3 doesn't have. But again, this isn't to say that the Stylo 3 is better than the Galaxy Note. That's not what it's about. It's about someone who walks into the store and says, "Oh my gosh, I really like the Galaxy Note. I don't have $900 right now. I don't have the money to put down right now." I would think a store rep would say, "Hey, A smart store rep would say, you know what? I know how much you like the S Pen. Well, I don't have an S Pen, but I have a stylus. You see, and then you can show them, like I'm doing right now, show them some of the functionalities of the Stylo 3 Plus compared to the Galaxy Note 8. So I'm all about learning, that's for sure. So when you look at both of these, they both have a magnifier. They both can do the Stylo 3 has that kind of that lasso smart select. It has that also. It's in the quick memo as well. But again, the video is not to say that this phone is better than the Galaxy Note 8. It's to try to motivate some of these people, the OEMs, to create a competitor for the Galaxy Note 8. The Galaxy Note 8 has no competition technically right now. It has none. It has none. I don't think it has anybody close. And a lot of people would love to make it about Apple and Samsung, but no, it's not just, there's a ton of other OEMs out there, but I don't know if they're just afraid to challenge Samsung with the Galaxy Note 8. I don't know. But I think LG is probably the only company that actually has a chance at this point, because remember now, this phone costs $930 and this phone costs $225 before taxes. $930 and $225, and look at how close they are, as far as competing for what those functionality. If you were a person, and I know there's going to be Galaxy Note owners that say, "Oh, this is stupid. You shouldn't even do that." But you need to wake up. I mean, I love the Galaxy Note 8, but I'm not blind and naive to think that the Stylo 3 Plus just has no functionality. You think about the what just happened there. The guy was helping me, showing me how to do it on here. It's not actually an S Pen function, but it is an edge panel function. So that's good. It can do the same thing. But when you think about that, is it really worth you spending the money that you're spending? I've asked a lot of people. I've said, hey, these two phones can do the same thing pretty much, or they're pretty good. Or this phone, I've compared phones that don't have an S Pen next to this, and some people say, oh, you're wasting your time with this because the Galaxy Note is the best phone in the world. The Galaxy Note is the best phone in the world to the person using it. I respect that. But there is plenty about the Galaxy Note 8 that can be changed. No phone is flawless. I only get those type of comments from people who own the Galaxy Note 8 and all they want to hear is Galaxy Note 8. And I can rest assured when this video is not live, if you're watching this live now, check the comments and the thumbs downs on it later from all the Galaxy Note people who say, oh, this is dumb. That's a dumb comparison. Wake up. Do you really want to spend more money than you have to? Of course not. I love the Stylo 3 Plus. I love the Stylo line. I just wish that someone would give Samsung some real competition. It's like they don't even know what to do. The Stylo 3 Plus is the closest competition that Samsung might have. The closest. And if the V30 had like a Stylus or something like that, I know there's supposed to be a style. Yeah, somebody's Joseph. There's going to be a Stylus, an LG V30 Plus. But is LG going to market it to compete directly with this phone? Nope. They're not going to do it. And again, it's not to compare processors and internal specs and all that kind of stuff. That's not what it's about. It's about a person who says, I love the Galaxy Note 8, but man, I just can't afford it right now. This is a great alternative, because to me this looks just like a Galaxy Note 2. You remember the Galaxy Note 2? It looks like it. It feels a little bit better than the Galaxy Note 2. And you have a little bit of function there. I mean, taking notes, screen off feature, GIF creator, magnifier, pop-up memo. It's a bunch of things there. It's just that Samsung started the trend, and they're going to be the ones that end it probably, and keep that train going, because no one is doing anything to compete with them at all. It's not happening. So I'm going to read some of you guys' comments. For someone that wants an S Pen, at a lower price point, yeah. I mean, I think it's unfortunate that, and again, if you follow me all the time, I only want to respect everyone's opinion if you're adding some value. But I just think a lot of people sometimes when people like something, the last live stream I did was, why do I have to like what you like? And that wasn't saying, me personally, that was for people that are pushovers in the tech world who tell you don't buy this. That's just silly. You know. Let me read some of your comments. People tend to try to justify their purchases. You're absolutely right. If you question a product, they'll fight you because they think you're calling them dumb. That's pretty much, I've done a video and a podcast on that too, justifying your purchases. You shouldn't do that. And again, the Note 8 is a beast. It's a beast. I've been using this daily, man. I mean, this thing does not get put down. It's that good. But then when you look on the other side of the table here, I do have a Stylus 3 Plus. And if I need some functionality from okay, here's what I do. I don't know if you guys do this. Do you guys do this? Question for people in the stream that's watching this live. If you have multiple devices, when I go to like football games and stuff like that, I take a different device. So if I lose it or break it or drop it, I won't care. And these are the two. So if I go to a football game now, I'll take the SIM card and put it into here, because if I break this phone or lose it, I wouldn't care. Anybody else do that? Like you have kind of similar, Anybody else kind of do that? Even if it's not these two phones, but you just have two phones and you got that I guess some people call it that backup phone. You know what I mean? So you're really good, even though you might have insurance. I have insurance and all that stuff. You have that one phone that's kind of like, man, I like it, but I like the other phone better. So if I lose it, I break it, someone steals it, it won't matter to me. Shout out to LaShawn. He's a one phone kind of guy. LaShawn is crazy, man. Hey to everybody joining the stream. If you're just joining the stream or you're watching this on a replay and you skipped ahead the video, this is not a comparison to say that the Stylo 3 is better than the Galaxy Note 8, because we all know the Galaxy Note 8 you can hover, you can do a whole bunch more signed documents with the Galaxy Note 8. You can do that with the Stylus. It's not, it might be a little bit more difficult in some situations that I've used it in, but the Galaxy Note 8, I could do everything with this phone, man. And I could do a lot with the Stylo 3 Plus. That's why I think this is like a baby light version of the Galaxy Note line. But it does have some functionality. Ronald is right, and it's kind of crazy that there's Grant. It's kind of crazy that some people just won't acknowledge when there's something good. Hey, there's Deborah. I see Deborah Dukes is in here, guys. There's yeah, Grant is crazy. He said he can't compare those phones. And that's what I was just saying, that Grant that's what it's going to be. Galaxy Note owners are going to be saying, oh, when this video is not live, and I just said this, when it's not live and it's actually like onto YouTube, Galaxy Note owners who are only thinking with one side of their head are going to say, this was stupid. You can't compare those. The Galaxy Note has a Quad HD display. It's gonna happen. But people who use, the majority, a higher percentage of their brain, I'm not calling them stupid either, but people who just try to think objectively and they're not just all about this one thing, open your mind up and you'll see that the Stylo 3 is actually pretty decent. Mr. RDCS says, how's the Stylo 3 camera? It's actually really, really good. It's pretty solid, man. I don't have any complaints about it. I've done plenty of comparisons on this, so hit my channel up and you can see the video reviews that I've done on this phone. But this is just to remind people that there are alternatives to the Galaxy Note, not very many at this point. And this is probably the closest that if you're on a tight budget. Hey, there's Perry Freeman, guys. If you're on a tight budget, you could grab if you're in the T-Mobile store, and I'm just going to use T-Mobile as the example, or Boost, or anybody who has both of these phones. If you're in there and you're telling the rep, hey man, I really want the Galaxy Note, and he said, okay, well you got to put down $210, or you can pay $930 plus tax, and you're like, whoa, I can't do that, and that's not going to work. And that rep should immediately say, are you buying the Galaxy Note 8 for the pen? And if you say, yeah, man, oh yeah, I would really love that, let me show you another device. It's called the Stylo 3 Plus. What is it? Never heard of it. Let me show you. Let me demo it next to the Galaxy Note 8 so you can see how much you're not getting, but what you are getting. Yeah, pretty simple. But I know I've been in the stores before, and the reps don't do that. They just tell you, oh, if you don't want a Samsung, you should get an iPhone. Or if you don't want a Galaxy Note, get the Galaxy S8 Plus. And you can tell them, hey, I really want the pen. You should probably just go with a Galaxy S8 Plus. The Galaxy S8 Plus is not a Galaxy Note. It's not technically a Galaxy Note without a pen. You know, it's not technically. But LaShawn says, but Jay, people are gonna like who makes style. People are gonna be like, who makes a stylus? Yeah, I mean, there's people that might say that. Yeah, there's people that might say that. Grant says they're not getting paid enough money to sell the Stylo. That's unfortunate, you know, but they do work on commission. You can technically buy the Stylo 3 for the pen functionality and iPhone SE and the camera. That's Wade County is actually right. You know, you can pretty much get 2 phones. You know, DJ Patterson. I'm an upcoming reviewer. I couldn't agree with you more. I haven't recommended Stylo. Yeah, I mean, you know, the Stylo line, Sean, is crazy. The Stylo line is a line of phones for a pocket-friendly. I named this a pocket-friendly Galaxy Note, man. This is why I said this. There's a lot to be desired from other OEMs when it comes to some kind of functionality like this. The S Pen, again, is pretty much unmatched when it comes to a lot of things. The S Pen Suite is full functionality. It's not like there's some things that I could change about the Galaxy Note. All phones can be changed in some kind of way. But both of these are 2 good phones for what they are. I bet you there's a lot of people using the Stylo 3. I'm sure there is. You know? I'm sure there is. I have the brightness set to down dark on these. How does Boost work with T-Mobile? You can't use Boost with T-Mobile phones. Note 8 okay, custom made. Yeah. So, you know, again, just want to do a quick stream, you know, to let you guys know that if you want to buy the Galaxy Note 8 and you can get it, you should get it if that's what you're really shooting for. But if you want the Galaxy Note 8 and you just don't want to pay that money right now, the Stylo 3 is more than capable. Manuel says, have I experienced any lag on which device? On which phone? The Note, see, Carlton Weather says the Note 8 is a business device. Let me tell you, Carlton, Samsung doesn't market the Note 8 as a business device. So I don't know where you get that from. I'm pretty sure you just keep seeing people. You might read that online, or unless that's how you personally feel about it. You know me. I'm all about respecting people's opinions. But I'm telling you, Samsung does not market the Galaxy Note as a business phone. So I don't know why that rumor, I call it a rumor or just someone saying their opinion and everybody agreeing. The Galaxy Note is not marketed as a business phone. What makes it? Okay, so then if the Galaxy Note is a business device, so is the Stylo 3 Plus. So is the Stylo 3 Plus. They both have pen functionality. So I guess this can be a business phone too. It's not a business phone. I mean, you're talking to somebody who went to the Samsung event. Not once did they say this is for business owners only. They never market it that way. Even going back to the original Galaxy Note, I have bought every Note. I don't recall them saying this is for business users only. Now, what they did do was say we have decks. We have decks, and decks can be done with this. You can do this. You can do this with decks. Decks should, you know what? Samsung, I think, kind of dropped the ball a little bit with decks. They shouldn't have allowed it to be capable. You shouldn't be able to use decks with the Galaxy S8s. I think they should have left that exclusive to the Galaxy Note line, and then you could start saying that this is more along the lines for business users. Let me see. I meant to say, how does Metro work? Understand. Business grade power equals power users. I totally disagree, Wade. I respect you, but business. What is business grade? What are power users? Sometimes people who say they're power users, they just stay on Instagram for 24 hours a day. That's not a power user. And I'm not saying you do that, but I'm just saying in general. They used to market Note business device. The first Note was marketed business device, Note 1 and 2 and 3. I had them, and I don't recall that, but that was years ago, so you may be right. I really like how okay, appreciate it. Some people think flip phones are only business phones. You know why? See, I don't consider this a business device. I consider something like a BlackBerry a business device. That's what I think is a business device. You can bang out emails comfortably with a full keyboard. Like, I consider, now we all know that BlackBerry markets their BlackBerry phone for business. That's how they're marketed. That's a phone that's marketed for business. The BlackBerry, the latest BlackBerry, the Android one, I forgot what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. The one with the keyboard that just came out, the latest one, they totally market that as a business phone. Yep. iPhone is a business device. You know what? Companies switched from BlackBerry to iPhone. They didn't switch from BlackBerry to Android phones. Didn't happen. See, again, it depends, because our company, when I was still in the office, we switched from BlackBerry to iPhones, and we switched to iPhones as I was exiting the corporate world. And let me see, Samsung is the Key One. Thanks, Tech Junkie. The Key One is actually marketed for business users. That's being marketed as a business phone because technically it can be used for that. But Samsung doesn't market this as a business phone, you know. So it is what it is. These both have very similar functionalities. You know, you're paying a way more premium price, and I think with that price you're paying for the hardware itself. I mean, you come on now, let's be real here. This phone is beautiful compared to this phone. You got a bigger screen. You just got but it's not about that, you know. Samsung's smart. Samsung is smart. They want everyone to buy the Note. If you market it onto business, you're leaving out a lot of people. Hello, somebody give Will Browser a hand clap. Somebody give Will a hand clap. Come on, guys, give him a hand clap. He deserves that because Samsung is looking for money. They're no different than Apple. All these LG, HTC, they all need to survive us buying the phone. So there you go. Will gets a hand clap for sure because that's a smart comment. I mean, it's a realistic comment. If you think that Samsung would only lock it down to business owners, they want to make that money. Like every OEM, they want to make money. I mean, if you disagree with Will, I respect you, but I think he's got an extremely 100% comment that deserves a hand clap because, you know, just all smartphones are not for business. They're smart. See, when I was younger in the corporate world, a flip phone and a pager, when I was younger, a pager was actually a business device because they had the full keyboard on it. The first BlackBerry was had that keyboard on it was on a pager though. Do you think the Stylo 3 Plus will get 8.0? You know what? Based on the way LG's been doing since I've been using them, I think it will get 8.0. S Pen split screen makes life work. You can do split screen on the LG phone though. I mean, that's a part of Android, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can do it on here. See? And then I can get my memo and put it right there. And now I have the split screen. And again, this phone only costs $225. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have split screen on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, but I got it. I just showed you I can do it right here. I got YouTube up top. I can create a memo down low. So again, that goes back to, you know, and I gotta keep reiterating this. It's not to say that the Stylo is better than the Note 8 because we know that the Note 8 doesn't have any real competition right now. Sean is crazy. He said, "Look, Samsung wants a toddler to have the Note 8." What version is this on? This is on 7.1.1, I believe. I think it's on 7.1.1. I believe it is. Software. 7.0. It's on 7.0. I believe it'll get 8.0 based on you know how LG's done me with my LG devices. They've gotten the latest updates. So would you guys, if you were walking into a store and you wanted the Galaxy Note 8 and you were like, man, I really want to buy this. And the store rep, if he offered you the Stylo 3 Plus and showed you, like I'm doing here, it can do a lot of the same things. Would you say, okay, no, I'm still going to pay that $930? Or would you say, I'm going to go ahead and just pay this $200? That's good enough for me. You know? I actually read that. It's not there for show. The Bible app is on deck all the time for those that follow me 24/7. You already know what it is. Not knocking on the Stylo 3, just speaking my experience with the Note line. Oh, yeah, respect. Yeah, no, I'm not about all the drama in this stream, but it's not about that. I respect everybody's comments, whether I agree or not, or we all disagree. It would be weird if we all agreed to everything. And again, everybody that's in this live stream, come back to this video in about 5 days, and let's see how some people will respond to me even putting these in the same video together. Some people, now if I were, and the reason I'm not comparing like specs and all that, because the Galaxy Note wins just by looks alone. I mean, the Galaxy Note is stunning, man. Let's be real here. It's a beautiful device. You get this, it's all screen. It's all screen. So that's why I was like, it's not even worth comparing these for like, oh, here's a camera comparison. It's not even worth it, man. It's just not worth it. But what is worth it is it's worth taking a look at these S Pen things, man. It really is. It's taking a look at it. I showed you a few things for functionality. It's totally there. And again, the S Pen has way more functionality. I can only put 5 things over here. I can put 10 over here. But how important is that? You know, because the things on the bottom, to be honest, I don't even use them. I just filled up the slots. But, you know, I think people should really take a look at what they're buying into. You know, it's just I love the app. I believe you read the Bible because of the way you carry. Oh yeah, I have to read the Bible every day. Yeah, I gotta read it every day. It's not an option for me. Just not sure about the lag. Now the Stylo 3 doesn't lag for me. The Stylo 3 doesn't lag. So it's not the fastest phone, obviously. But I don't notice that much lag on it at all, if any. Monique Officer, I'm a Note owner. I would still get a Note device. I've had them all. And some people are like that. You're like an iPhone user. iPhone users really don't care. They don't care if it's a small upgrade or not. They're just going to get it. And that's what it is. And it's nothing wrong with being like that. That's why I always respect everybody's opinion on things, man. There's nothing wrong with you liking what you like. But the purpose of this video is just to, just a quick rundown of a few things that these phones do the same, and it's not that far off. That's all it is. I think the Stylo 3 is something that LG can really capitalize on. We need a full display like this because this is where the industry is heading. Full displays, it's full displays. You've got to be able to get your money's worth. And haven't you bought something and said, I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth? I know you have. You're not being realistic if you haven't. We've all bought something and said, gosh, man, I just don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth on this, man. We've all done that before. I live unlocked when I can. Like the Stylo 3 Plus wasn't unlocked. Obviously, I got that from Metro, but it's unlocked now. LaShawn is crazy. LaShawn is if you don't know LaShawn, man, he's in every stream. He's somebody that I talk to every day. We have a private chat in my other chat. I run a private chat, and he's in there. He's a lot of fun. Don't take what he says personal. He really means well by what he's saying. He's a good dude. Yeah, I try to. People, when I review the Galaxy Note, people will get on those Note videos, and if I say one thing wrong about it, they'll start saying, "Oh, you a hater." I get this all the time, and I was thinking these people have nothing better to do. They have nothing better to do, and I just kind of roll with it, man. I just overlook them. It's like the iPhones, man. When I start saying something good about the iPhone or bad about the iPhone, sometimes people jump right out and attack first, and that's just what it is. I just keep it moving. I block, delete, keep it moving, and if they're not adding any value, I don't go around blocking everyone, but. Man, can you turn the volume down? I can hear it. The mic game over here. Yeah, but I don't go around blocking everyone. But like Patrick Jackson said, haters gonna hate. There's nothing you can do about it. But you get that. You don't get that with all of the people in the streams and videos. But the Galaxy Note 8 is a device that everybody is in love with right now. And you would think by some of my videos, since I'm not praising it in every category, like, let's be real, the front camera on the Galaxy Note 8 is not very good. It's not very good. If you think it's flawless and magical, hey, I respect your opinion, but I say that the U11 has the top of the line front camera right now. Nothing's and within my catalog. I'll say that, But some people, again, are only looking for people to justify their purchases, and I'm not the one to do that. If you can't be on my channel, and I'm also... I'm not saying I'm the best or something like that, or reviews, because I don't have gazillion subs, but I don't need a gazillion subs either. But all I'm going to tell you is, if you're here, I will. If I give out the wrong information, I'll apologize on video, or I'll come back on video and say, hey, Hey, my bad, y'all. You know, I just did that earlier with the iPhone 8 Plus. I gave out some inaccurate information because I didn't know about the setting. Like in this video, someone showed me something that the Galaxy Note 8 could do. You know, other people were like, "Oh, you stupid! You know, you don't know how to review phones." Those are just passerbys. I just keep it, just keep it moving. I would prefer to come back and be like, "Hey, I made a mistake, y'all." Like I did earlier. Go check the video out. It's a video up that I put on the iPhone 8 about the cameras, and I have no problem with coming back saying, "Hey, my bad, y'all. I made a mistake." How many reviewers do that? Not very many. So if you see me in the grocery store, I'm be like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" That's just how it is. Buy what you want, like what you like. You're not going to be able to please everybody. So as a reviewer, I've learned to just do the review and remind people, hey, listen, man, this is just my perspective on it. You don't have to agree. But if you don't agree or you disagree, don't try to come sideways, because there's nothing I can do but just block you and delete your comment, And I know for a fact that once this video is actually a published video on my account on YouTube, you can rest assured. Come back in 5 days. If you don't see a bunch of Galaxy Note owners saying, "Oh, that's dumb. That phone is whack. The Stylo is a whack phone. That garbage phone," or "You can't afford the Galaxy Note 8," even though it's sitting right here in the video. Those stupid comments like that will come about, and I just ignore them. I delete them and keep it moving. I'm here to enjoy tech and have fun, not to have people attacking people in the comments and stuff like that. I think it's kind of petty, but. This is just a quick video, guys, man. It's a late night one. I got to go. I'm about to get it in. LaShawn's starting to cut up with my wife. She didn't came in. It's time to go. LaShawn is crazy. I ain't yet. No, man. You crazy. LaShawn is... He yelled at wife. She said, "What?" You crazy, man. But yeah, man. No, not yelling at the wife. But yeah, man. It's late. I was going to try to record a video and do this, but I would rather and I know that the people watching this, shout out to the replay crew. I know that the people watching this on the replay, they can't see the live comments because I don't post them in the video. I was going to do that, but that's a little more than I want to do. So if you're not in the live stream, hey, catch me on the next one. But I wanted to get some real-time reactions from people, while doing this comparison here and looking at the functionality and showing you instead of just a bunch of comments. So I hit you up, Kissing in the Kitchen. I sent you that's crazy. I hope you just temporarily made that name. But hey, if that's your permanent name, it is what it is, man. Peace out, LaShawn. I'm about to get out of here too. But Kissing in the Kitchen, I sent you a private message on Google Plus. So respond to that. LaShawn is crazy. LaShawn is off the charts, man. I sent you a private message on Google Plus so I can get you a package out for your Galaxy Note 8. It's your man Jay Will, guys. I like to try to catch y'all slipping and see how many people I can get in a live stream late in the evening. But I'm out, man. I hope you enjoyed. Again, quick functionality comparison with the S Pens only on both of these, S Pen and Stylus. Let you know that there's some alternatives. So I appreciate it, guys. Take care.